I'll put the monkey and the Capri Sun. It's hilarious.
This
Okay, is Cassidy here?
Here.
Okay, is Alejandro here?
Here.
Liliana?
Here.
Lainey?
here.
Cassandra? Romeo Diaz? Viviana? Brenda?
Here.
Jasmine?
Here.
Uh, Josue. Josue. Jade. Valerie.
Here.
Oh, Jade's here. Jade is here. Valerie. Edsel.
Here. Here.
Okay. Joel.
Here.
Monique.
Here.
Salvador.
Here.
Caitlin.
Here.
Kayla. Romeo. Ramos. Paola. She's here. I saw her.
Here.
Paola. I don't know how to say that, but
Here.
I got you. I got you. Okay. Aaliyah. Is Aaliyah here? Ricardo.
Here.
Matthias. Wow, there's a lot of people out today. Okay, Cassandra Diaz. Last call for Cassandra Diaz. Romeo Diaz. Viviana Duarte. Josue Garcia. Valerie Gonzalez. Kayla Ocampo. Romeo Ramos. Aaliyah Romero. Matias Vega. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so today I'm going to be answering questions. Oh, does somebody chat me? Chat me. Oh, Valerie, I am here but not working at the moment. Oh, Mike's not working. Okay. Valerie is here. Good. Thank you, Valerie. Okay. So today I'm going to go over any questions that you had on the review on the homework review. Let's bring that up here. Let's bring up, let's go over the exam as well. Okay, so on Wednesday is your first exam. You're gonna go into assignments. Okay, you could also go to syllabus if you wanted. Go to syllabus, and then here it says exam 1 and then exam 1 work. Okay, so you're gonna do the exam 1. Okay, you're gonna click on here and it's gonna give you the questions, and this is where you're gonna enter the questions and the answers for exam 1. Okay, so I think there are 20 questions. Let me see. Total. No, 18. There are 18 questions total. Okay. Some of them require you to do work and some of them don't. Okay. For the ones that require you to do work, you do need to submit your work at the end of the exam. Okay, so you're just gonna, it's just like a regular, it's set up like a regular homework assignment, but you're gonna be submitting your work for the homework assignment. Okay, so, okay, let's see. Let me go back here. Okay, it's due at 3:30. Jojo. Hello, I don't think I'll make it. Who's Jojo? Oh, Jose. Okay. Okay, so let me go back to sharing my screen. Only 17 people here today. Oh, we have 23 in the class. So what is that? Six absence? Okay. That's not bad. Oh, 7 absent because I'm counting myself. Okay, so you'll go into exam 1 on assignments. Okay, now when you're done taking your exam, I don't anticipate this taking you the whole hour and a half, but it might. Okay, when you're done taking the exam, then you're going to go to either assignments, where at the very bottom it's all your exam one work. Yes, question? Okay, I joined a little late. Okay, thank you, Romeo. Thank you. Okay, you go to the exam one work here, and it's going to ask you, okay, it's going to ask you to upload your work, okay? It says, please upload all work for all problems. Oh, it says, please upload all work used for exam one as a single file. Okay, so I'm going to choose my file here. It's a single file. So again, you can use your phone with the notes to create a single file. You can use Cam Scanner, create a single file. You can put all your pictures into a Word document, create a single file. But it's only going to allow you one file. Okay, whereas in the other homeworks, it allows you to upload multiple files. This one only allows you one file. Okay. So please make sure that you have the ability to upload a single file. Okay. And this will be where your work goes. Okay. This is, and make sure that your work is legible. It's not scratch paper. This is not scratch paper. This is work. How many questions are going to be? There's going to be 18 questions, 18. Okay. Some of them are just short answer. Okay. And some of them require you to work some stuff out. Okay, but for the most part, the concepts haven't been that difficult. Maybe the Venn diagram stuff is a little bit difficult. Other than that, you know, percentages and setting up a proportion, you know, doing some cross multiplying, it shouldn't take you very long to go through these questions. Okay. Anyway. So then you upload your file. Any other questions on how the exam is going to run? Okay, again, you're not going to have access to this until Wednesday on exam day. You're still going to log in to ConferZoom. Okay, so you're still going to log into ConferZoom. Okay, you're just going to be working for an hour and a half on the exam. Then you're going to upload that file of work out, you know, upon completion of the exam. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 scores for you. I'm going to get a score. Go back to this. I'm going to get a score for you for your exam 1 score. That'll be a percentage out of 100. Okay, and then I'm going to get your exam 1 work score, and that'll be a percentage out of 100. And then I'm going to aggregate the two. Okay, you're going to get 2 scores here. Okay, and you're going to get half the points for your answers, and you're going to get half the points for, is camera optional? Or yeah, I mean is it optional? No, some of you don't have a microphone and camera, so I'm not going to instill that. If you have a camera, I would prefer you be on camera. That's what the preference. I mean, I don't want you to sit there and try to have someone else do your work for you. And that kind of defeats the whole idea of you know, testing you. You know, I'm not testing your family member, I'm testing you. So, I mean, at the very beginning, I'm going to be taking attendance. So, I mean, if you have a camera, I would prefer you to be on camera. But for this first exam, I'm not requiring it. There's still people just getting registered for the class, which is very unfortunate. So for the first exam, I'm not going to require the microphone and camera. I will require it for the second exam though. So if you don't have a webcam, try to check one out from the school, maybe. I don't know if the school has them to loan out. And most webcams have microphones built in. I checked mine out from, you know, Santa Ana College. And, you know, it's an all-in-one Logi webcam. So yeah, you know, I mean, we need to try to do as much test security as possible, but usually I run something called Proctorio on my exams, but I'm not doing that again for this first exam. I'm keeping it a little bit lighter on the test security. Okay, so I mean, I want to keep you guys accountable, but I also don't want to create a headache on the first exam here. If that makes sense. Okay. I will ask you to maybe put your phone away during the exam. Okay. Those of you that do have the capacity for a web camera, you can show me your phone and then put it away. That will show me that you're putting it out of reach. That will be good too. So, I mean, again, it's kind of on the honor policy. This is an online class. So, there, you know, there's only so much that I can do in terms of test security as well. I can't go over there and monitor you in your bedroom. That would be creepy anyway. So, anyway, but there are other things that I can institute as we go along. Okay.
Before you move on, Professor, so I just want to make sure. So the review is due, of course, the same day of the exam, but the exam one, like that document is the questions, and the work file is that's where we turn in like the answers to those questions, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I just want to clarify. Thank you for myself.
So it's the exam one is the questions and the answers. So you're going to upload again, it's going to run just like a homework assignment, but the only difference is you're submitting your work along with that assignment, if that makes sense.
Yes, thank you.
Sounds good. And I'm going to extend this. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to extend it 10 minutes. Save. Done. Save. Okay. You have an extra 10 minutes to upload your stuff. So we do our work on it. We could do our work on a Google Doc and upload that. Sure. I mean, that's fine as long as it's handwritten. I mean, I don't know if you're going to be typing this thing. If you have the capability of writing this out, I mean, it needs to be handwritten work. So, you know, I don't know if you have a tablet PC and, oh yeah, you can definitely take a picture and upload it to a document. Absolutely, just has to be a single doc. That's fine. Yeah, that works. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, good question. Any other questions about the how the exam is structured? Okay, this first exam. Any questions on the class as a whole so far? Some of you are doing really well. Some of you are a little behind in what you're supposed to be doing. When we are done, would we just log off of Zoom? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to stay the whole time when you're done. Okay. You might want to make sure that I received your, I mean, it should say uploaded. It should say submitted, basically. You want to make sure that your stuff is submitted. Once it's submitted, you got that you can log off. Exactly. So you're good to go. Just like a regular college class, once you're done, you're done. So you just leave for the day. Makes sense. Okay, little difference between high school and college. College, we're not there to babysit you. High school, we're there to make sure that, you know, you're locked into your seat until the end of the day. Okay, any other questions? Okay, so do you have specific, also, sorry, I mean, more housekeeping. Also, I know that some of you are busy between 1 and 2 on Wednesday, but I will be having an office hour an hour before the exam. Okay. Is the exam 1 review homework? Yes, it is. Is it not posted as such? I don't know. Oh, maybe it's in the exam category. It should be under homework category. Maybe not. Yeah, it's right there. It's the homework category. It's worth 20 points. in the homework category? Okay. Anything that says homework category, is homework category. Okay. I know that some of you may be navigating Canvas. What does Samweli use? Do they use Canvas?
No, we use something called Echo.
Echo.
It's Canvas is better. I can tell you that. Just,
Oh, okay.
we all hate Echo, so so yeah.
Sounds good. Anyway, I know that some of you are still learning Canvas, so so yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually taking a course right now on how to build better modules in Canvas. So you think that once you become a professor you stop learning, and that's really the reverse is true. You don't stop learning, you actually start learning. You just continue to gain more and more and more knowledge throughout your entire life. So so yeah, I'm taking a class right now along with you guys in Canvas. So through Canvas. So anyway, because I signed up for that because I don't anticipate online education going away real soon, even after this pandemic. So I want to make sure that I'm on top of my game to the best of my ability. So I think the world is changing, and I want to be in front of that curve. So anyway. Okay. So anyway, I was saying that I will have an office hour on Wednesday from 1 to 2. Okay, you can just log in here. Okay, if you're wanting any clarification last minute. Okay, hopefully this first exam will be, go pretty well. Hopefully you don't have to have too much test anxiety on the first exam, but we'll see what happens. Again, half the points will come from the correct answers, and half your points will come from your work. So hopefully that will help you out there. Okay. Okay, let's get into if there aren't any more questions about the structure of everything, let's get into the exam one review. Okay, so again, I think there's a lot of questions on the exam one review. I'm not going to cover all of those questions. I will cover the ones that you want me to cover. So if you had a chance to look at this over the weekend, hopefully you did. Oops, I don't want to go there. I want to go to my assignments. Okay, so let's look at the exam one review together. Okay. Okay, let's see. Any of these questions? What do we have? We have a lot of questions here. Any of these questions stick out to you that you'd like me to go over? Okay. If you haven't started it, I would encourage you to start on it at this point. Okay, and I'm here regardless for the next hour, and I will be more than happy to go over any questions. How many questions are there? Oh, there's 34 questions. I don't know. We might be able to hammer out a bunch of these. Okay, in the beginning. There's only 34 of them. Okay, but let me know if you have specific questions on this. I don't want to go through them sequentially just to have you say, oh, we didn't end up going over the ones that I had questions on, or the harder ones. So so keep that in mind as well. Okay, but I will go over a few of them in the beginning here. Okay, unless you have specific questions that you want me to cover. Okay, so I can start knocking some of these out for you. Okay, employees in 2002 were paid 4.2% of their gross wages towards Social Security tax, while employers paid another 6.2%. How much will someone earning $20,000 a year pay towards Social Security out of their gross wages. Yes, this is practice, yes. This is assignment, that's practice. It's due before the exam on Wednesday, 2 p.m. before the exam on Wednesday. Everybody should have access to this. Let me know if you don't. Okay. So let's go over question 1 here. Okay, where's my? I'm gonna stop sharing on this one. I'm gonna go to this guy here. Okay. Feel free to open it up yourself. Okay, so you know what I'm referencing. No. It says, will we get 3 retries on the exam like we do on the homework? Let me check that. I do not believe so, no. Okay. I think it's only 1, but let me make sure. It may be reset, start. Okay. 1. Wait. Some have 1 and some have 2. Most have 1. Yeah, most have 1. Most have 1. There are 2 questions that have 2 tries for some reason. Yeah. The first 3 questions. Yeah, but most of them have 1 try. You just put your answer in. Okay, but I think there's 2 here that have 2 tries. That's about it. Okay, one try on for most of them. Okay, good question. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. Have I even logged in? I haven't even logged in. Let's log in here. Syllabus. Conference Zoom. Okay, Math 105. Host.
This meeting is being recorded.
Thank you for that. Testing on. That's not good. Go away. Go away. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now I can share my screen. Share the screen, buddy. There we go. Okay, let's go through exam 1 review question here. Okay, so okay. Oh no, that's exam 1. I don't want exam 1. I want the review. Back my review. Okay. So in 2012, let's go over number 1 here. In 2012, okay, employees paid 4.2%. Okay, while employers paid another 6.2%. So employees, okay, 6.2% for employers. Employees and employers. How much will someone earning $20,000 a year pay toward their gross wages? Okay, pay towards Social Security out of their gross wages. Okay, so we just want the employees one. So basically, what this is asking us is, what is 20,000? Okay, what is 20,000 times 4.2%. Or what is 4.2% of 20,000? That's the employee's portion. Okay, how much will someone earning 20,000 a year pay toward Social Security out of their gross wages? 4.2%. So 20,000 times 0.042. Okay, so what's this guy? This guy is 20,000 times 0.042. I'm getting $840. Okay, so is that correct? Let's see, 840. Submit. I got it right. Good. Okay. Question 2, find the absolute and relative percent increase. Okay, so again, I'm not going to always switch back and forth. We have a chat. We have a chat. Okay. No, we don't. Okay. So yeah. My stuff. Okay. So I got it right on question 1 here. 840. Okay. Question 2. Okay, so hopefully you can see question 2 here. Okay, population of town increased from blankety blank to blankety blank. Find the absolute and relative percent increase. Do you guys have the same questions, or are they randomized for you? This is just the same type of question. Sometimes the numbers I think are randomized. Oh, they're the same? Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. So population of town increased from 3,350 to 4. Find the absolute and relative percent increase. Okay. Oh, yours is randomized? Okay. Mine are just different numbers. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I guess we'll just go through a lot of the setups then. Okay. How you would set these up. Yes, they are different. Okay, that's fine. Okay, population of town increased from 3. Okay, so again, I guess you don't really have to see the questions then if they're all randomized, but we'll just do the setups for the questions. Okay. Okay. Okay, number 2 here. Oops. Back to the screen sharing. Sharing is caring. Okay. Number 2. It says that a town increased from 3,050 to 4,350. Find the absolute and relative increase. Okay, so how much did this increase? The absolute increase is just going to be the absolute value of the difference. So mine is 3,350 minus 4,350, and then take the absolute value of that. Okay, so this is going to be the absolute value of some value. Okay, negative, clear, negative 3,350 minus 4,350. Oh, that's 1,000. Minus 4,350 is 1,000. That's negative 1,000. So the absolute increase would be 1,000. This is the absolute. The relative increase would be this over the change in time, and how much time is being changed. Okay, or the percent increase. It's the percent increase is the difference over the original. Sorry. So the relative increase is the difference over the original amount, which is that 3,350. So the relative is going to be 1,000 over 3350. And this is going to give me a percent. Okay, the relative, this is the original. Okay, is going to be that 1,000 divided by 3350, which gives me about 29.9%. Okay, give answers accurate to at least one decimal place. Okay, let's see if I do this right. So this is 1,000, and this is 29.9%. Yep, did that one right too. Okay, number 3. Recently, Washington State.
Sorry, what was the number under 1,000?
Oh,
Divided?
it's the original amount, the 3.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, recently, Washington State instituted historic tuition cutbacks that set it apart from the rest of the U.S. Tuition in 2014 was 3,217 in community colleges, okay, and was set to be 3,056. So number 3, 3,217 was in 2014. And 3,056 was in 2015. Okay, so we want to know what's the absolute change in the tuition. We'll just subtract the two numbers. That's going to be 7 minus 50. That's 167, I believe. Okay, that's the absolute change there. Let's just take the numbers and then find the absolute value. So, oops. Oh, it says don't forget. Oh, oops, this is not 67. This is a 6 here. It should be 161. And they're saying that the absolute change here is negative 161, which is kind of weird. Because it says don't forget the negative sign if appropriate. Okay. What's the relative change? Okay, give your answer as it. So what's the relative change? The relative change is going to be the difference over the original. So it went down. So difference over original. So we have 3056 minus 3217. That's the relative change, or that's the absolute change. Usually we have absolute value there, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, and then what is the relative change in tuition? So this is going to be over the original. What's the original? The 3217. Okay. Okay, so this is final minus original. Okay, all over original. Okay, and so what's that going to be? So 30. Okay, they're saying it's negative 5%. So they are not using the absolute value bars. That's okay. So they are not using the absolute value bars, and they're just kind of interesting. So, okay. And so this is 3056. 3056. That's going to be negative 161. Negative 161 divided by 3217. Is yes, it's negative 5%. Negative 5%. So that's question 3 there. Okay, for mine, that's my question 3. Question 4. Company sales in Seattle were 370,000. In Portland, they were blank 230. Okay, they were larger Seattle's sales were how much larger? Oh, that there you just subtract. Okay, 370,000 minus 230,000. So I'm just going to subtract. Okay, Seattle minus Portland. Okay, and so what is that going to be? 140,000, is that right? Okay, 140,000. Okay, so Seattle sales were 140,000 larger. See if that's correct. Oh, they want it as a percentage. Okay, we're what percent? We're what percent larger? Okay, so this is larger over, okay, larger than Portland's. So we're going to reference Seattle on this one. Okay. Seattle sales were blank percent larger than Portland's. Portland were 230 for the same year. Complete the following statements. Percent larger. What percent larger? Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so it's 140 divided by 370. Let's see if that works. Maybe it's the 230. Yeah, it's the 230 actually. It's referencing Portland. I was wrong. It's referencing Portland here. So it's the difference over Portland. Okay, that's being referenced. So 140,000 is the difference. All over the Portland, which is 230,000. Okay, so that's the first one. Seattle sales are blank larger than Portland's. So we're referencing Portland's. Okay, so it's the difference over what we're referencing. We're referencing Portland. We're saying Portland's is the original, and we want to see how does Seattle's change with respect to Portland. So that makes sense. And then this ends up being 60 point, give answers accurate to one decimal place, 60.9%. Okay, for that. Then it says Portland sales were blank percent smaller than Seattle's. Okay, so here we're going to reference Seattle's. So we're going to say it's 370,000 and 140,000. And so for this one, this comes out to be 37.8% on mine. Okay, Portland sales were blank percent of Seattle's. Okay, so this one's interesting. Okay, so Portland's are blank percent of Seattle's. Okay, or what percent of Seattle's? Okay, so Portland was 230. Or what percent? It equals, R is the same as is, which means equals what percent of Seattle's? And Seattle's is 370,000. Basically saying, look, here's 370,000. And what percent of this 370,000 is Portland? Okay, what percentage of that is 230,000, right? What percentage of that is the 230,000? So, okay, so let's divide by 370, and we're going to get a percentage here. So 230 divided by 370. Oops. 270 divided by 230 divided by 370 is going to be about 62%, 62 point, I'd say 2% there. Okay. Okay, question 5. Joyce paid $54. Okay, Joyce paid $54 for an item at the store that was 40% off the original price. What was the original price? Okay, so she paid $54, and that was equal to 40% off, okay, of an original item, Okay, so 40% off means that I don't care about what was off, I care what was left. So this is 60% of the original item, X. So 54 is equal to 60% of X. So 54 is equal to 0.6 X divided by 0.6. And so we have 54 times divided by 0.6 is equal to $90. So the original price was $90. Okay. Yep, $90. Okay, again, if you have questions on your specific example, and make sure you ask me.
Wait, can you go back to number 4 on the?
So which one, A, B, or C?
C. I just needed to look at the process how you did it.
Oh yeah. I'm just basically taking the two numbers, the smaller divided by the larger one, and then turning that into a percentage.
I'm gonna just like copy down the process so I can do it by myself.
Sure, sounds good. Keep in mind, the word of in math always means multiply. Of means multiply.
And for number 5, what if my number? What if it's 57.50?
And just divide by whatever value, divide by whatever numbers that you have. So if yours is 57.50, and then is it still 40%?
No, minus 75%.
Okay, so just say 57.5 divided by 0.75, and I'm getting about 76.67. What did you get?
All right, let me try that. Wait, so what would the 75% be? 7.5?
I got 76.67. So you said 57.5 divided by 0.75, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would just check your arithmetic on that one. Okay, number 6. Okay, a bus driver drives 396 miles in 6 hours. Find the average rate in miles per hour. Well, that's just really easy. That's just dividing. Okay, miles in 6 hours. So 396 divided by 6 is 66 miles per hour. Again, your numbers may be different than mine, but should have the same process. Okay, question number 7. In Atlanta, the tax on the property assessed at $920,000 is $10,120. If tax rates are proportional in the city, how much would the tax be on property assessed at $700,000? Okay, so this one is going to be a cross multiplying problem, right? We're going to set up a proportion. So okay, that's 10,120 over 920,000. thousand. Okay, so this is the tax to the price, is going to equal the tax to the price. So they're saying that how much tax should be on 700,000, and the tax is going to be X. So I'm just going to cross multiply and divide. So I'm going to go 920,000 X is equal to 10,120 times 700,000. Divide by 920,000. 920,000. X is equal to, okay, whatever, plug that into a calculator, and I get about 7,700. Okay, again, I don't expect your answers to be the same as mine. Okay, because the numbers are randomized here. Okay, so number 8. Okay, use the conversion factor of 1 gallon to liters. Do you guys have gallons to liters on this problem? Question number 8. Is it gallons to liters for you guys too? Yes, okay, good. Thank you, Cassidy. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have 5 gallons. Okay, 5 gallons. They want 5 gallons per minute. 5 gallons per minute equals how many liters per hour for mine. So 5 gallons in 1 minute is equal to liters per hour, right? So let's change this to liters first. So the liters is the gallons has to go on the bottom, and the liters got to go on top. So 1 gallon is equal to 3.785 liters, 3.785 liters. Okay, and then this is equal to, okay, and then we got to change the minutes to hours, right? So how many minutes? 60 minutes in 1 hour. So liters per hour. Ooh. So all I'm going to do here is just multiply straight across, and that's going to give me my liters per hour, right? Okay, so 5 times 3.785 times 60 is, I'm getting 1135.5, is that right? Yep, 1135.5, and that's liters per hour. So in 1 hour, we'll have gone through 1,135.5 liters. Okay. Okay, question 9, cookies. Ooh, cookies. Okay, I like cookies. Those are yummy. I bought some Fig Newtons. That's all I have in the house. It's Fig Newtons. I was like, I'm trying to convince myself that Fig Newtons are healthier than other cookies, and they're probably not, but it's a good rationale to eat the Fig Newtons anyway. Like, hey, they got fig in them. They got like fruit, right? Not to mention a bunch of sugar too. Yay. I don't know. Okay, you need 1 1/4 cup sugar, 1 1/4 cups sugar. Making myself hungry. Okay, to make 20 cookies. 20 cookies, no, not 200 cookies. Make 20 cookies. To make 14 cookies would be what? Express your answer as a fraction or a whole number. Fraction or a whole number. X, okay. So we've got 1 1/4. Okay, 1 1/4. So I'm gonna rewrite this as 1 1/4 as 5/4. Okay. Okay. So 5/4 over X is equal to 20 over 14. I'm going to reduce that fraction to. These are both divisible by 2, so this is going to be 10 over 7, right? Okay, so now I'm going to cross multiply. Okay, so I get 10x is equal to 7 times 5/4. Okay, divide by 10. Dividing by 10 is the same as multiplying by 1/10. Maybe I'll do that. 1/10. Okay, it's the same, right? Because we're dealing with fractions here, so maybe I'll just multiply this by 1/10. Okay, so x is equal to, the 5 and the 10 are going to cancel. That's going to leave me with 7 on top and 8 on the bottom, so it's 7/8 cups. Oops, not coops, cups. Cups. Okay, so again, these are randomized, so okay. Okay, find the area of the rectangle. This one's easy. Number 10, just multiply length times width. Length times width equals, I'm getting 17 times 26. I don't know what you guys have, but you just multiply it together. That's it. Boom, 442. Okay, number 11, that was easy. Where's my easy button? I don't know. Oh, there it is.
That was easy.
That was easy. Keep that there.
That was easy.
Okay, question 11, find the volume. Well, the volume, measure a room, they just multiply length times width times height. These are super simple. Length times width times height, boom. Okay, and you just multiply them together and you get the answer. Again, I'm not gonna go through my numbers because my numbers are gonna be different than your numbers. Find the perimeter. Find the perimeter. So perimeter is going to be just add all the sides. Add all sides. Okay, very simple stuff. This is stuff that you go over in like 5th grade. Okay, it's 17. I'm getting 17 plus 21 plus 17 plus 21. Okay, very simple, very simple. Simple Simon. This is 76. Okay, number 13. You read online that 15 feet by 20 feet of brick would cost blank to lay the patio, right? So 15 feet by 20 feet of brick. Okay, so this is what, number 13, okay? Would cost $2,275. That's a lot of money, $75. Just for a patio? I mean, this isn't even something that goes in your house. Okay, estimate the cost of having 12 by 14. Okay. Little cheaper here on the 12 by 14, right? Okay, so we want the area over the cost is equal to the area over the cost. Area over cost is equal to area over cost. Okay. So the area is going to be the 20 by 15, 20 times 15, all over the 2275 is equal to the 12 times 14 over the x. That's the cost that I'm looking for there. X. Okay, so 20 times 15. Calculator on that one. Okay, 20 times 15. Oops, it's 300, I believe. Okay, over 2275. It's 300, which is equal to 12 times 14. Okay, 12 times 14 here is 168 over x. Okay, so cross multiply. We get 300x is equal to 168 times 2275. Okay, so divide by 300. And my x comes out to be 1274, I believe. So let's see, 22775 times 300 divided by, times 168. 168 divided by 300 is, 1274. Boom, nice. Okay, I need to go get a cookie because I got cookies on the brain. I will be right back. I got it's too hard working from home. The fridge is right there. I don't know what to do. Okay, so that was the part of the class where your teacher goes to the fridge, gets himself a cookie. I got myself a nice glass of milk to go along with my cookies. So I'm a happy guy. Okay, number 14. Okay. As a nurse, part of your daily duties. Okay, I didn't know I was a nurse, but apparently I am. Oh no, as a nurse. Oh, this is hypothetical. If I was a nurse, part of my daily duties is to mix medications in the proper proportions. Yeah, you got to be good at this, otherwise you're going to kill someone. Oh. Okay. Last week, your patient's doctor indicated. Okay. Okay. Last week, your patient's doctor indicated that you should mix 30 milligrams of medication A with 21 milligrams of medication B. However, this week, the doctor said to use 14 milligrams of medication B. How many milligrams of A would you, it's a proportions. It's a proportions problem again. What did I just do with my, oh, there. Oh, you can't have a cookie, okay? You can't have my cookies. My dog is begging for my cookies. You can't have it. People will. Oh. I'm just going to eat it in front of them. This is not dog food. This is food to get people fat, okay? This is fat people food, okay? It's not skinny dog food. Okay. So I want A to B is equal to A to B, right? Same proportion of, I don't want to kill anybody here. Okay, so this is number 14. Okay, so A is 30 to 21. 30 to 21 is equal to, okay, 14 to X, right? Is it 14? No, it said use 14, it's A to B, and it says to use 14, it's X over 14. Boom, nice. Okay. Well, I can already tell what this thing is just by looking at it. It's 20. How did I do that so fast? I used equivalent fractions here. Notice at the top are both divisible by 3, or the right side is both divisible by 3. This is just 10 over 7. And so what would, if this is 14, then wouldn't you just be multiplying by 2? So if you multiply the bottom by 2, you multiply the top by 2, and you get 20. So 20. You can use equivalent fractions here. That one's pretty easy. 20 milligrams. Okay, 15. Kimberly walks 8 miles. Okay, Lala, I'm not going to do this one. Find the average. Okay, let's jump to 17 because why do I want to do 3 of the same problem in a row? That's dumb. I don't waste. That's a waste of time. Okay. You should know how to do percent increase and decrease at this point. Okay, let's get into sets. Sets. This is good. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen on this one because this is just answering questions. Drink water as well. What are you, my mom? Oh, water is of the devil. Okay. You know, do you know why I don't drink water? Sometimes I do drink water, but do you know why I don't drink water? It is because, and it is because I don't have to drink water. And I know that sounds probably really bad, but just follow me with this logic. Okay, what kind of cookies am I eating? They're the Newtons I talked about, the Fig Newtons. Okay, so I used to buy water to eat or drink because it was like $1 for this huge thing of water, right? Which is about 1/3 the cost of milk. Okay. The cheap milk. They're like different. I didn't realize that there were different types of milk in the grocery store. Like if you go to Ralph's or Vaughn's or Stater Brothers, they have the cheap milk and then they have the more expensive milk. What milk do I drink? I think it's Lucerne. I think that's what it's called. Lucerne or Knudsen or something like that. And so, like I was drinking the cheap milk, right? The $3 a gallon milk. And then I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to try the $4 gallon milk. And so I started buying the $4 gallon milk, and I liked it more than the $3 gallon milk. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick with the $4 gallon milk. Because it seemed to last a little bit longer than the $3 gallon milk, and it was a little creamier too. It tasted better. And maybe that's all in my mind, but I got to the point in my profession when I could afford $4 gallon milk. And I was like, I don't have to settle for $3 gallon milk if I don't want to. Now before, that's all I could afford was a $3 gallon milk. And I was like, hey, you know what? I can afford once a week to splurge that extra $1 to finally buy the $4 gallon milk. I can finally afford that extra $1. It's like, what, an extra $1 a week? Right? And so now I buy the $4 gallon milk because I'm like, hey, you know what? I worked darn hard to get to a point in my life where I didn't have to I didn't have to settle for the frozen burrito, if that makes sense. And that's my reward. My reward every week in working very, very, very hard. It's kind of, you get out of this survivability mindset of like, hey, I've got to buy the cheapest gas, and I've got to buy the cheapest milk, and I've got to buy the cheapest of everything because all I'm doing is surviving. And I was like, hey, you know, no, my son, he's lactose intolerant. And so he's a soy boy. I can't stand this stuff, but he does the soy stuff. So I buy him wherever he wants. So, but anyway, that's just my mindset. My mindset is I don't have to settle for, I can pay that extra $1. I can afford that extra $1. So I'm gonna treat myself. You know, I'm gonna do that. So anyway, I just hope that you guys get to a point in your profession where you are able to afford the more expensive milk. I wish that for you guys, that on your path toward the American dream, that you're like, hey, you know what? I'm okay spending this extra $1. You know, Now I do buy water, and the water that I buy is not in America though, it's in Africa. So I support a village in Africa where they're building, where they build pumps, and I send money every month. So I'm not just spoiling myself, okay? Just to spoil myself. I'm like, hey, you know what? If I'm gonna pay that extra $1 a week for a gallon of milk, then I'm at least gonna help someone who doesn't have water in, at least clean water. I'm gonna be sending money. So I send, an undisclosed amount every month so that people who don't have clean water can have clean water, because they should have the right to drink clean water. But anyway, so that's why I drink the more expensive milk. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So anyway, life lesson. So when you're maybe you're not in a financial position to be able to afford the extra milk rate, the extra $1 for milk right now. But I'm hoping that you do get there someday. That's what I would want for you. Okay. There you go. But you know how long it took me to not buy the cheap milk? How long it took me to not buy? 30 years. It took me 30 years to get to that point where I was not buying the cheap milk anymore. Yeah, 30 years. And I finally was like, why the heck am I not? Why am I doing that to myself? I'm like, anyway. Okay. Anyway. Sometimes life is to be enjoyed. And it's okay to work hard and earn things. It's okay to do that. Okay. I don't drive an expensive car either, so it's just like, but I'm gonna treat myself to the good milk and to the good Newtons. Okay, these things are the bomb. So go grab yourself some milk and tell your mom to go buy you some Fig Newtons, and we'll drink up again next week together. Okay, we'll have a milk and Newton checkpoint every week, once a week. Okay, so let's go back to I should bake cookies. No, that's my daughter's job. My daughter's job is to bake the cookies, and she's the baker. That's payback for being a teenager, salty teenager. Okay, let's get back to we're burning time here. So sorry about that. I apologize. I'm wasting your time talking about milk. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so share the screen. Okay, a subset. A is a subset of set, right? Of set B. Then, what does this say? All elements in A are also elements of B. No. All elements in B are also elements of A. I'm going to go with that one. Is that right? Yes. A is the subset of B. Yeah, it's the first one. Okay, it's the first one. In more technical terms, we would say if X is an element of A, then it's an element of B, right? So then it's an element of B. So if A is a subset of B and A is WP, then which of the following must be true? Both W and P are elements of B. Yes, because A is a smaller set in which it was taken out of B. So I'm going to go with both. Okay. Suppose that A is the set of all even numbers and B is the set of all odd numbers. Label each of the following as true or false. A is a subset. This little arrow thing is a subset. A is a subset of B. Well, that would be false because they're mutually exclusive, what we call them. One does not contain the other. Okay, B is a subset. I would say that's false as well. Okay, so false, false. Okay, let A equal 3, 8, 9, and 10, and B equal 1. Indicate if the following is true. 3 is an element of A. Is 3 an element of A? I would say that's true. Is B a subset of A? No, because of this 1 here. That 1 is not contained in A, so B is not a subset of A. So I'm gonna go false on that one. If the union, find the union if possible. Okay, the union, this is on a number line. How do I know it's on a number line? Because of these brackets and parentheses. If it was just a set of numbers, it'd have the curvy braces. But it says find the union of this thing, the union of -5 to 3, unioned with -8 to 2. Okay, so if we were to look on a number line, that would be including everything from -8 all the way up to 3. So the overlap, it's everything that's included in both of those. So I'm going to go. Why is it only allowing me to do one thing here? I don't want that. Okay. That doesn't make me happy. Backspace. Okay. So I'm going to go parenthesis. Okay. And then -8, comma, 2, bracket. Because the -2, not the curvy bracket, just the bracket. Okay. Let's see if that's right. Oh, 3. Sorry, it was 3. It was 3. Yes. Because 3 is bigger than 2. Okay. Submit the question. Oh, nice. Okay, let the universal set be the letters A through J. There's 10, that's 10 letters, by the way. Let A, B, E, and I be A, B, B, C, blah, blah, blah. Okay, list the elements in the set A intersect B union C. Okay, so let me draw this one out. Okay, let me draw this out. Cancel. Okay, so stop the sharing. Let's go back to the share screen. Let's go back to my screen. Okay, and then so we have okay, so we have basically the elements A, B, all the way up to J, right? So that's, I'm going to write them out. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay. Those are the 10 elements. Okay. And they're saying that A is equal to, so A is A, B, E, I. Okay. And so we want, I'm just going to draw my circles here for A, B, and C. A, B, and C. And what I want is I want B union C. Okay, so B union C is this thing. That's B union C. Intersected with A. So intersected with A. Well, the only thing that they overlap here in A, I'm going to highlight this, is this thing here and this thing here. That's the intersection. Okay, so what is that? That's A intersect B and A intersect C. Okay, so it's the ones that contain B. They have to contain A, B. They have to contain A. They have to contain all of A and the ones that are in both B and C. Okay, so that's the idea here. They have to contain all of A and the ones in both B and C. So all of A and both B and C. Okay, so, okay, but not all of A. It's just the ones that are, okay, but it's the overlap. Okay, so which ones here is that going to reference? Okay, that's going to be, okay, so B is in A, okay, and it's in B. So B works. Little a is in C, so that works. Okay, E is in B, so that works. I is not. So I'm going to go with A, B, and E on this one. Again, they have to be a part of A, otherwise they're not in the set. But I is not in it, was only in A, and that's not allowed. So let's stop my sharing and share screen. Okay, and so A, B, and E it is. That's correct. Okay, find the intersection if possible. Okay, this is just the overlap between the two. Okay, so where's the overlap occur? Well, -3 to 0. -3 to 0 is the overlap. Okay, negative, that's the overlap. If you were to look at a number line, you could work that out. Okay. Let's see. Let S be the universal set. Okay, okay. List the elements of the set. Union A, B, and C. Union A, B, and C. Well, it's going to be all of A, all of B, and all of C, which is this thing here. Okay, it's just everything that's in A, B, and C. Okay, so okay. Just 3 is not a part of it because it's not in A, B, or C. Okay, and then what's the intersection of all of these? Well, it has to be in all of them. Okay, so is 1 a part of all of them? No. Is 2 a part of all of them? No. Is 3 a part of all of them? No. Is 6 a part of all of them? No. Is 15 a part of all of them? No. Is 17 a part of all of them? No. So I would say empty set on this one. Okay. If the result is the empty set, it would have to have been part of all of them. Okay, a group of 36 randomly selected students or selected adults were asked in a survey if they have either a nut allergy, a wheat allergy, or both. Of those surveyed, 9 had a nut allergy. Okay, but not a wheat allergy. Okay, so put a 9 here. Okay, 14 had a wheat allergy. Okay, 14. Okay, and 11 had both allergies. 11 had both allergies. Okay, so 11 there. I don't know what they wanted us to do there. And it says, fill in each of the Venn diagram, compute the number who had no allergies by summing the counts and subtracting. Oh, well, that's easy. Okay, so that's 25 plus 9 is 34. So I would say 2. Yep, 2. Boom, done. Okay, a survey conducted to people were asked if they had dog, cat, bird, or none. Okay, so again, you're just adding up the questions, adding up the values here. Let's see if there's not any that don't involve a Venn diagram. Oh, blah, that's easy. Okay, the number. People got this wrong on the worksheet. Okay, when it says N here, it's not asking for the items themselves, A union C. It's asking for the number of items. Okay, this says this Venn diagram shows the cardinality. So there are 13 items in the set. Okay, cardinality is the number of items. So what is A union C here? Or A intersection C? A intersection C is 5 and 1. That's the cardinality. So that's 6. Okay, the number here again, this is the cardinality. This would be B union C. B union C is this 6, or sorry, B union C is this 2 and 5. But then I want to intersect that with A. Well, the only thing that intersects with A is that 2. B union C. Oh no, B union C is this whole thing. Sorry, B union C is the whole thing, not the intersection. It's the whole thing, but it has to intersect with A, and so it is the 6, 2, and the 9 there. So you add those up and you get 17. Okay, what about the number that are not in A intersect with the number that are not in B? So the ones that are not in A, okay, are the blue and the red here. And the ones that are not in B, no, not in A, sorry, not in A is the green and the red. Okay, so this 14, 7, and 7. And the ones not in B are here. So which ones would that be? That would just be this 7 here. Right? That's the overlap. Is the 7 not in A? Yep, not in A. Okay, would be 14, 7, and 7. Not in B would be 9, 8, and 7. So what's the overlap? It's just the 7. Why is it 12? Okay, not in A is 14, 7, and 7. Not in B is 9, 8, and 7. Oh, it's the numbers. Okay, 9, 8, and 7. 14, 7, 7. Not in B is 9, 8, and 7. No, I'm confused about that one. Oh, I had the 7 and 5.
Yeah,
But where's the 5?
the 5 is on the outside, where the magnifying glass is. I don't know if you see that.
Oh, it's on the outside. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There are 5. I didn't see that. There are 5 elements that are not in A, B, or C. Thank you so much. Yes. Perfect. Okay. What else we got here? Okay. Decide whether inductive or inductive reasoning is used. The rule at your school is that you must attend all your classes to get sports. You played your soccer game, therefore you went to all your classes. I would say that that's deductive reasoning, but I'm usually wrong here. It is deductive reasoning. There we go. Okay, defendant has no alibi. Stolen goods were found. 2 witnesses have identified the defendant is guilty of the theft. I'm going to do inductive on that one because we're generalizing. If the argument is inductive, decide whether it is strong or weak. Strong. If the above argument is deductive, decide if it's valid or invalid. Okay, it's not applicable. Determine whether the following argument is inductive or deductive. If every word in the if every word has the letter E in it, therefore your name has the letter E in it. Okay, I think we went over this before. This was from the homework. Okay, if every word in the letter has the letter E in it, therefore your name, I would say that that's, you're making a projection. It's only inductive or deductive. So we're making a projection, I don't know, I'm gonna say, we're not looking for a pattern. Usually inductive is looking for a pattern. I'm gonna say that's deductive, because there's no pattern there. Determine whether the following argument is inductive or deductive. All deserts have some plant life. Some plants must therefore live in the Gobi Desert. Argument is making a general statement about the Gobi Desert. I don't know. Inductive? Nope, deductive. Got that one wrong. Okay, it's gonna go with deductive too. Well, we went through all of them. Well, mostly all of them. So I got 3:30. Buster here says it's time to go. So say goodbye, Buster. Goodbye. Okay, I'll see you for office hours. Those of you that can show up, or it's optional. If you have questions, it is optional. But I'll see you on Wednesday for the exam. Okay, that is not optional. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Professor.
Sure.
Professor,
Yeah.
I got a question for worksheet number, because I turned in worksheet number 1. I shared it to you, but it's not graded for me in Canvas.
Oh, okay. I'll put a score. I'll put your score in then.
Okay, thank you. And on Tuesday you have tutoring, right? At 1 through 2?
At 1 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Jojo Vasquez.